Brought to you by NJIT, New Jersey Institute of Technology.
Welcome back to Life and Living. You know, on this program we talk a lot about STEM and getting women more involved in STEM, and of course that's science, technology, engineering, and math. And so with me right now to talk about this is Dr. Katia Passerini, who is Dean of the Albert Dorman Honors College at NJIT, and Jamine Faldu, who is a senior biomedical engineering student at NJIT. You just graduated
Yes, I did yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So exciting. We're going to talk about your story and what you plan to do and why you're here talking about it. But Dr. Passerini, I'm going to start with you. Let's talk about the Honors College at NJIT and what its mission is.
The Honors College attracts the best and the brightest in New Jersey as well as all over the United States. Its mission is to bring STEM students to NJIT and to build the pipeline for the future. We are interested in bringing the top students to the college, and among those top students, we are very proud to continue to bring women within the STEM pipeline.
Has that been a challenge? Has it been a challenge to attract women to STEM careers in general?
It is a big challenge, not only in New Jersey, but across the country. At NJIT, the record of ratio male to female is about between 22 to 25%, depending on how you count.
So 22% of women?
Yes.
Okay.
So it is a challenge to
Yes.
attract female into STEM careers. However, if you look at the Honors College, we have been fortunate over the years to increase that number, and we're currently about 38 to 40%, and we're hoping that by 2020 we'll be at 50%.
Why is it a challenge? Why are women less attracted to STEM careers?
I think the issue is demystifying what a STEM career is. There is a perception that it is the hacker in the basement, and it's a very isolated profession.
Not as glamorous, not as interactive, and that's not true?
It could be true, but it depends on how you teach the curriculum, and it depends on how you integrate the students. So I think the success of the Honors College and students like Jamine is related to the fact that this is a group of students that is highly integrated. They work together even if they're in different fields. So they make their studies and their work a social event, and that continues to attract and retains the students. They're all co-located in the same dorm, they study together, they push each other to work harder. So there is some solitary work, Calculus 1, Calculus 2, some coding that you do on your own, but you do it in a context that it's really there, thriving and making you happy.
Creating some camaraderie between those students.
Yes.
That they feel like they're part of a bigger team, bigger group, bigger mission. Jamine, let's talk about you. You just graduated.
Yes, I
Talk about the program that you came through and where you're going.
So I did biomedical engineering at NJIT for 4 years. I decided to choose a concentration in biomaterials and tissue engineering because biology is my favorite science. So coming into NJIT, I actually wasn't sure if I should just major in biology or biomedical engineering. I had a strength for math and science, so my parents were like, why not try a new up-and-coming field? So I said, sure, I'll give it a shot. I was a little intimidated at first. It's definitely not the easiest curriculum, but I did it. Yesterday I graduated, so I'm really excited.
And what's next for you?
Dental school. So
How do you make that leap?
Right, so a lot of people say, why the change? It wasn't really a change, it was actually a path I wanted to take. Engineering, I believe, you become a problem solver. And as a dentist or a doctor, anyone in the health professions, I believe you are a problem solver. You get a patient, you need to be able to diagnose them and apply what you know. Not every patient is going to have textbook symptoms. So coming out as a biomedical engineer now, I feel like I have that mindset that'll really be able to help me in dental school, or so I hope will help me in dental school.
Now, who guided you down this path? Who told you that it would be very wise to pursue an undergrad degree in a STEM program and then transfer that to a dental really master's and a medical degree in dental?
Right, I would definitely say my parents, as well as an orthodontist that I shadowed, Dr. Steven Azanza. I was with him for 5 years, and he was definitely one of my biggest role models and mentors. And he definitely showed me how you can study something in undergrad and then apply it in dental school. And I think the biggest thing was engineering, because you really do think from a different perspective. And I think that was the biggest thing I took away. So I would say my parents and my orthodontist.
You were the president of NJIT's Pre-Dental Society.
Yes, I was.
Talk about your role there and what that developed in you.
Right, so I was always involved in Pre-Dental Society since the day I got to campus as a freshman. I was the most active member, I would say. And then,
so you knew coming in you wanted to be a dentist.
Right, yes, coming in.
You always had that goal.
Right. I started shadowing when I was a junior in high school, actually. So kind of when I was applying to colleges, I was looking for a school that would put me in the right spot in order to be a strong applicant for dental school. And NJIT ended up being perfect. I got into a lot of schools, and I was in a good place. So the biggest thing, I think, with Pre-Dental Society is making sure that every candidate is prepared to apply to dental school. And there's a lot of things kids don't know on their own. So I felt that at meetings we would go over how to ask for a letter of recommendation, what is proper email etiquette, interview tips, professionalism, things that you don't learn in the classroom, but you need to know as a dental applicant. That's a lot of what we did at Pre-Dental Society.
Dr. Passerini, is Jasmine the norm? Because I see a girl whose energy is flying off the chair. I mean, she's bright. She came in knowing what she wanted, has skills, but was willing to try something outside the box. Clearly, she's the model student and what we're going for, but is she the norm?
She's not the norm. Jasmine is unique. There is no other Jasmine. We're desperate of seeing her leave. But she is one among many. The honors college structure is that of attracting students like Jasmine, male and female. And
how can Jasmine serve as a role model?
For everything that she does. She mentioned, you mentioned the Pre-Dental Society, but she also did community service, not only within NJIT, but also to the community. She went to India in a project called Project Dental All, and we showcased that with all the students. So she served as a role model because it pushes them to work harder and harder.
You have the Society of Women Engineers, which is another program. We only have about a minute left, but give us a brief overview of that program.
So that is a program that is run by the students through various chapters, but it's designed to, again, continue to captivate women. When they come to NJIT, they have a place to go. So they do mentoring, they do conferences, they do different activities, they give awards, they run various programs, so they always bring women engineers together. You could be lonely if you are in a major that doesn't have many women, but by being around the engineering majors and also accepting men, also men can be part of we, you're able to actually join the group and the community.
And Jasmine, is it important for you to send your message to younger women who are not sure about STEM fields and kind of share what you've done and the benefit it's brought to your life?
Yes, definitely. I think there are not many women in STEM, but it's nothing to be afraid of. I think you really just need to put yourself out there and try it. I was scared at first too, but here I am 4 years later. I graduated yesterday, and I can call myself a biomedical engineer. So it's definitely about putting yourself out there and giving it a shot. And
very soon we're going to call you a dentist, and we are so proud of you. And thank you so much to both of you.
Thank you so much for having us.
I think at NJIT there are a lot of smart students.
I came to NJIT for mechanical engineering because within state it's one of probably the top 3 schools for engineering.
It sort of creates a friendly competition where you know you can learn from them.
It's a great academic school.
I feel I'm being challenged, but at the same time I love the classes I'm taking.
The atmosphere of being here is like being at an upstart company. It's that same kind of drive, that same kind of passion.
Also brought to you by the New Jersey Education Association, New Jersey Sharing Network, and by Virtua.